conversation on surveillance tracking and detection, and these are systems that are essential for modern security and also monitoring. David is going to be telling us how to keep safe around tracking and surveillance, especially when we're on the internet, especially in this modern day of AI. Welcome to our show. David, how are you doing?
I'm blessed. Yourself?
And great. How's the week treated you so far?
Well, it's not bad. We've been doing quite some few things, so it's fine.
Okay. Yeah. So when we say surveillance, when it comes to IT or the internet, what are we referring to?
Oh, thank you very much, and good morning to our viewers. So we're talking about the part whereby you could be monitored, you could be watched. So we're looking at how we can actually look at things, spy things in a simple term. So we're looking at, we have the cameras available in our homes whereby we can actually see what happens in our homes. We can actually see what happens in our offices. Those are basically, we are watching around. We want to really get feed of whatever goes around. So you have an office, you're in abroad, and you want to really watch what happens in your office. You can, through the surveillance cameras, you can actually watch it. When it comes to the internet too, we have ways that they do a surveillance on us. They actually trying to watch what you're doing, trying to monitor what you're doing, because sometimes we should be guided by what we do. So it's imperative and important for some systems, some technologies to be able to know what we are doing, if that we are doing the right things, we're doing the wrong things, or sometimes what we have to do. But the important thing, or the other aspect of it, is that we're talking about privacy concerns here, because sometimes when somebody is spying on you or is doing a surveillance on you, it should be, you should know about it. It should be something that I'm aware that, yes, I'm under surveillance. So sometimes when you go to premises whereby they are taking cameras, they write it based on the rule. It should be written there that this place is under surveillance or there are cameras available, so that I would be guided. I know what I would do, what I wouldn't do exactly. So that's what we're looking at. So we are looking at how the internet spy on us, how things are really listening to us, monitoring us, watching us. So that's the whole conversation. And in recent times, it has become very, very common. And you mentioned of the AI coming into place, aiding it to be able to do more things. So I think it's a broad conversation that we're really going to dive into it for all sectors. We're looking at our mobile phones, we're looking at the network, we're looking at the devices itself, you know, and then we're looking at online, the internet itself. So it's quite a big, a broad model, so we can see all the aspects of surveillance in all these angles that we find around.
Maybe we should tell our viewers that we will serialize it.
Exactly.
So that because we know we'll not exhaust all of
yes. So
let's deal with one part. So which ones are we going to be dealing with today? So our viewers are on point with us.
Yes. So
we can serialize it.
Exactly. So let's focus on the internet. That's the online one, and maybe the mobile phone.
Okay. So how people are tracking us, how the internet, people are taking our data. That's what we are getting into. But first, is there a law against these things? For instance, if you find that someone is tracking you or behind the
exactly. So we have
person going to be prosecuted?
Yes, we have laws. The fact, so even with the police, they don't have the right to track, so they go to the court. So we have something called court order. So the court will give them an order, and then they will not have the permission to be able to track you or to be able to find information about you. So assuming they want to get information from the internet service provider, they need to have a court order from the court to the ISP before they can give them some basic information about your SIM card or whatever you're doing online, whatever you're doing on your SIM card. When it comes to the internet too, or when it comes around surveillance per se, you should be known. So anything that you do that does not sit or conform with the laws, you are punishable, and then there are rules and laws against that. So indeed, if somebody is really tracking you or monitoring you without your consent, yes, the person is breaching upon your privacy. Yeah, we have our rights for privacy, so we should be able to be concerned about that. But the part here is that most of us don't know if we are being tracked or being monitored.
That's the thing. You need to tell us how we need to know. Are there certain things that we are doing or some telltale signs that will let a person be aware that, Charlie, somebody is looking at me on the internet wrongly?
All right, thank you very much. So beginning with when it comes to the internet, there are many things that we could check when you've been monitored. So first of all, when it comes to the internet, your device, the internet is monitoring us. So you could see that the social apps that we go on, the platforms that we go on, they take many information from us or much information from us. So we're talking about the passive or the active, the one we give them, the one they take from us. So it has happened to us more the time that after a conversation that your phone is around you, you go on the social media and you see those things in your feed. how does it happen? They listen to us there. And then when you go there, what they are saying is that they are using it for advertisement purpose and also to know what you like so that they can present to you. So that brings us to the cookies. The cookies are taking information from us. When I'm talking about the cookies, I'm talking about the internet cookies. Grab it, accept it, or leave it. Sometimes you've been seeing these around. So what are they doing? They are temporary store files or folders or information about us that keep it on the browser side for them to know what you like, your preferences. So assuming I go to an online platform to make a purchase, in my store, I save some few things there to come back tomorrow for it. So the cookie is able to present back to me. So assuming I'm able to even store my credit card details and all of that. So they remind me of what I want, the way I want the thing, so that you can give it to me. However, they are using that to track us. They are using that to look at, know your interests, know your wherever you are going and all that. So the cookie side is also doing that on the web browser side. Now, when it comes to the social media at large, Facebook even has what we call the offline Facebook activity. So it's telling you that whilst you are offline on Facebook, they are still getting information about you, right?
That's wild.
And when it comes to Google, is a masterpiece. Google is a masterpiece. Now, Google takes a lot of things from us. Now, the intentions are good, but we are saying that my privacy is gone out there. And many a times there are disclaimer or there are policies there, but they are at the back end, so we don't really go to that level to read about them. So when it comes to even your Gmail or your Google, they are monitoring us. So you can actually look at wherever you have been through your history. So it keeps your history, it's able to show you the history wherever you've been to. That's one side. Aside that, to wherever other third parties that we sign them on, they are also monitoring us. So if you come on the internet, quite your electronic mailing side are monitoring you. The applications that we install on our devices are also taking information from us, and also the activities that we do on our devices are also being out there. So these are the areas. So you could see there's quite a very broad areas that are really monitoring us or listening to us on the internet.
Right. Now, let's come to surveillance.
Yeah.
Now, apart from the internet in our phones, what about the CCTV cameras, the Ring cameras, and all of those?
Thank you very much. When it comes to the surveillance cameras around, that's under the IoT camera. So now, the surveillance cameras have what we call the internet. They are connected to the internet. Right, so anything that's connected to the internet now, it can be watched over it from using an IP and all that to be able to find, watch it. Now, when it comes to the surveillance cameras, what it is that I'm able to install these ones and watch them. Now, the important thing here is that, is it only me having access to it? Why? Because before I can spy or watch on the camera, I have to have internet there. So it boils down to the internet. How many people on the internet are on my network, my home network? We have some people spying on it. Even those cameras too, are they well secured? Have we pen test them to see their vulnerabilities, to know what their issues are? Many of them, trust me, you go to platforms like Shodan.io, you may find public cameras out there that you might view, private ones that we can see.
If I go or
you can go
right now.
Shodan.io. They are there, right? Internet of Things, right? So there's a platform that we can actually check all these things. So the thing here is that the cameras that we have installed in our various homes, that we feel that we only have access on our phones. Sometimes to the scammers or the hackers are able to also find a way to barge in to watch whatever you are watching. That is one aspect of it. Now, the other aspect of it is that the hidden ones, those are my major point. Now, there are many places that they have hidden cameras there. They have hidden cameras whereby you don't know about it. So whilst you are under, somebody is talking to you, now the cameras comes in sophisticated manners. Now, I want to spend time on this. Now, some are even pens are picking up. Lens, they are picking up.
Ray-Bans.
Exactly. So a lot of things to watch, everything they are recording. So you need to be careful. And these things is difficult for you to be able to scan to see that indeed there is a camera around me that is actually picking or recording me. So now we are looking at those devices that can actually pick up information and send it to somebody somewhere by way of watching or listening. So we have the cameras. Aside that too, we have recorders. That's also very sophisticated. The highest one I have seen is, it comes like a small ribbon, can be there for 6 months without battery. So when this device falls into your bag or in your car, in your office, that means that whatever you are saying is being sent outside for them to hear. So that's where you see that, oh, we had this meeting under closed door, but there's no closeness when surveillances are around, when those devices are around. So they are picking those information. So we have ones that are for recording, we have ones that are for videoing, visual. So all those, and we have some that don't just store it on the device that is there, but rather transmit it.
Could you have some too that's like streaming live?
Yes, they are transmitting it to wherever source that they are getting it from. Aside that too, we have some that are being powered by Bluetooth, like the AirTag. Now the AirTags can be dropped in your car, can be dropped in your bag, and this is how the AirTag works. The AirTag doesn't really need you to have internet and all these things. Just the AirTag, the status of it is from Bluetooth. Right. So the AirTag will send a signal so that's this one normal location tracking. Right. So they can send you where you are to the person watching you. So they develop a front-end application whereby you can actually watch or monitor wherever the AirTag is. So suppose I believe this AirTag is in your car, wherever it goes is around, and this is how it takes its source. Any device that comes around that has a Bluetooth, the AirTag will connect it and send a package to it. Just imagine that everywhere we are using mobile phone. So maybe this AirTag is placed in your bag. You don't know it. You've not seen it. But because you have your phone around you, it has Bluetooth. So it's able to send the information to the person monitoring. So now we've gone through, they have the AirTags that is doing that. We have other devices. Now even IoT devices. I will say this, even our lights, we should be careful about it. Our sockets that we fix in our homes, we should be careful about it. So because now all these things they are IoTs. When I talk about IoTs, Internet of Things, it can connect to the internet. It has some MAC addresses, it can connect on the network. So that means that they are able to send packages across.
No way.
So these are the devices around you, but we still have ways to protect ourselves.
Okay, Dave, how do we protect ourselves? Someone sent a message and was like, so now if you go to hotels, Airbnbs, what do you do? Do you have to cover all the sockets with towels? How do we keep safe?
Now, so when you go to hotel room, right, the first thing is that put every electronic device off and sit on the bed quietly and just activate your ears and your eyes, just ready to hear any beep, any sound. Why? Because many a times when you go to those hotel rooms, their devices, sometimes it might not be the hotel, but maybe because people have used the place and we don't sweep. When I'm talking about sweeping, I'm not talking about broom. I'm talking about electronic sweeping, right? Sweeping to find bats, sweeping to find any hidden devices around. Because we don't do that, normally you go and you see it, so it will be sending you maybe a transmission, so you could see a beep of light come from someone. Sometimes you maybe hear a sound, like
a steady beeping.
A steady beeping, right? So what you have to do is that maybe for 5-10 minutes, you are in the room. Every device, your fridge, the TV, everything has gone off, the light, and just you are watching. Unless maybe you also have external electronic sweepers to be able to sweep the area to find it. But however, now the mobile phones are doing some very good things. I want to show you. You can actually scan around your site to see if there are some surveillance devices around you. It's a third-party feature on your mobile phone. It could be powerful based on where you are. So just a quick one. If you are using, let's go. So you go to your settings here. Now under your settings here, you look for safety and emergency on Samsung. Here I'm using Samsung, so let me show the Samsung users. And then you come all the way down to unknown trackers alert. And then here you could see here that unknown trackers alert is turned on. So I can actually come to unknown trackers alert here and scan now.
They show it to the camera.
Yeah. So I can actually come here. So unknown trackers alert here. I can now just scan it, right? So you can see, you can just go to this portal and then you can scan now, and then it scans to show you if maybe there are some hidden trackers around you.
They are being surveyed.
Or you've been surveyed. So this is just a third-party applications that on your phone that you can actually do it to see. You can actually do it to see.
So you go to settings, run us through again.
Exactly. So you just pick up your phone, right? And then you go to settings. Now settings majestically go down to look for where you are seeing safety and emergency. Safety emergency. You click on safety emergency, scroll all the way down to unknown trackers. So I want to find out if there are some unknown trackers tracking me either on my phone or around. It's a way that we can actually scan, but they also have other third-party better detection systems that one can do, or better still, can do electronic sweeping around.
Okay, and where do people go for? Do we go to the police?
Yes.
Do we go to people like you?
So the police can help you, the national security can help you, and then we have private institutions to that do the electronic sweeping, like ourselves. We also do the sweeping. We can sweep around to see if there are any electronic devices that people have hidden, based in your car, your office, wherever you are, you know, all that. And then you can actually also scan your phones, your laptop, to see that if somebody is actually peeping on what you supposedly to have it by yourself or alone.
I think it's a secret.
But now there's no secret.
No, I mean, your phone actually listens. G and I were having a conversation about a product.
Okay.
And back in the presenters lounge, I was just scrolling on my phone, and then suddenly I get all of these ads about the product and where we could get it and all of that.
Yeah. So I keep saying that be careful when your phones are around you. They are your intruders. I tell people that be careful when your phones are around you. It's not about how sophisticated the phone is. They are listening, they keep data, and the important thing here is that it's not being stored even in our country. This data goes out. So that's where they can do better analysis about who we are and bring us what we have to go by it, because they know who you are. They've been able to get all those information from us through these devices, these applications.
Right. Dave, how about those who spy on us with glasses? They are speaking to somebody and the person's recording you. Is there a telltale sign that something blink as well? Yeah. I've seen one with a Ray-Ban. Yeah. And it was until the person told me that I realized that, oh, there was a camera there.
Yeah. So
how do we know?
So that's what I'm saying, that now if you look at the surveillance detections area, it has become very, very sophisticated. Now there are lots of them that are tracking you. So with the glasses, when you look through the glasses, you may actually see that maybe there is a space, some hole in there. That's where maybe the camera side is. Sometimes you see that the glass, the leg, or whatever you call it, is a little bit bulky. So that's where the engine is. So you could see that is where. But there are some that, like, it is being put in the address that you don't hear, especially when it comes to the recording one. The recording one can be in their pocket and it's recording you. So you cannot 100% use devices to detect it. But all that you have to do is that be careful what you say and know where you are when you are saying some certain things. Because now it's difficult to tell. Right. Unless you use these devices to scan it, it might baffle your mind some of how advanced these devices are.
Okay, Dave, we'll be here next week for the part 2.
Exactly.
Right, and also when you walk into a room, say a meeting, are you supposed to be told that there are cameras here or you're being recorded?
Yes, by law. They're supposed to let you know that you're under surveillance.
And if they don't?
Yeah, because even when you call these service providers, they tell you that they want to record your meeting. So anytime you want to take information from me, you need to ask permission. I need to be aware of it. So I'll be guided by what I say, because you have loose talks. That comes out by we not knowing. Okay,
so what happens? What happens then when someone records you in a meeting without your knowledge? What are the legal implications?
If you have evidence, sue them. You can go to the National Cybersecurity Act 20 has clauses about that. Even your fundamental human right, you also have it. So you can sue them. Just speak to your lawyer. That yes, I've got this. It can be your partner. It can be your wife. I have seen families that they have sued their spouses for these things, and then the law takes its course. You have to have a lawyer. When the lawyers comes, let's find out from them what are some of the charges they can press on them.
Maybe that's the next conversation we should have on Thursday. You plus a lawyer, and then you tell us the legal implications and what the consequences are. Thank you, Dave. In wrapping up, what would you tell our viewers about surveillance tracking and how to keep safe?
Please, when you come online today, everything is monitoring you. They are monitoring us. They are watching us. You have to be careful. The best security tips I'll ever give to you is that be careful when these devices are around you. What do you say? These are intruders. They might be sending information out that you don't know. So please stay safe out there and practice cyber hygiene. If not, you can just go to the National Cybersecurity Center, that's CSA, their website. It gives you a lot of tips. However, you can also look for Cyber One Defense. We also give you tips on these things to stay protected.
Right. Thank you so much, Dave.
You're welcome.
Have a great weekend.
Same.
Thank you, guys. This has been the Tech Corner. We'll take a break. When we come back, there's more conversations on the show. We're taking a break now.